Oh, what's going on, guys? TBF Gaming. Welcome back to a brand new episode of City of Heroes. So we're continuing with our playthrough of our Fire Blast. You can see we reached level 24. I hung out in the first ward, doing a few more missions. It was rough. We died a lot. And looking down in the comments, some people kind of told me about the first ward. Apparently, it's really meant for like stronger builds. And obviously, I'm not that great at this game. This is something I'm still kind of learning. It's been so many years since we played it, and we weren't that good back in the day. But we're really excited to play it. Before I get started with today's video, I definitely want to say thank you for all the support on the City of Heroes videos. When I put this video up, I kind of joked with the family. I was like, ah, you know what? I love this game. It's a game I played for so long back when it first came out. Let's put out a couple videos and kind of see what it does. I don't think it'll get any views, but it'd be so cool to be able to play the game again, put it up on YouTube, and kind of share it with the community. And man, it's been absolutely overwhelming, the response for it. So thank you so much for that. If you enjoyed today's episode, like, comment, subscribe, all those kind of things. I do appreciate it. Let's go ahead and jump into what we're going to talk about today. So we did design a costume. In the last episode, we said that we're going to do a new costume to try and give ourselves like a old like 80s and 90s look. So if you remember like the 80s and 90s like comic books, if you've ever seen those old ones, they're real big, bright colors, flashy. Oh, we gotta have a cape, gotta have a standing next to this train is probably not the best idea. It is really loud. Let's go over here. Let's go way over here, away from the train. Maybe it'll quiet down just a little bit. There we go. I don't know if we're going to get attacked. I didn't even look what's over here. But we decided to go with a little bit different costume. We're not going to play with it very often. I just kind of wanted to design like an old school costume, more of a bright colored. I don't know. It just looked like something that would exist back in the day. Got to have the shoulder pads. Got to have... Oh, man, I messed up the gloves. I meant to change those. That's okay. Got to have a cape. Got to have the gloves. And either spiky hair or some kind of aloof over-the-top haircut. So that's kind of what we went with. Just, I don't know, just kind of a random thing to do. So we are now in Talos Island. This place is an absolutely awesome zone. One of my favorite zones. This is level 20 to 27 is the main levels for this. Now, it is a fairly large zone. It's got a lot of cool stuff to it. And like I said, it's got some cool missions. There are some signature missions, which I remember going on back in the day. And you end up spending a lot of time here. The islands up here are really rough. I remember up there, I think there's like... God, what is it? It's some kind of creatures up there that you got to watch out for. But before we get started, I actually wanted to show you. Our buddy's hanging out online with us just for a few more minutes before he logs off for the day. I asked him if I could borrow him for a video. So, that's not good. Oh, and those guys are high level. Let's be a little careful. Well, let's get our camera fixed. Yeah, this is a little bit higher level. We're 24. They're 25. It's not too bad. But we wanted to hang out real quick with our buddy Green Wave. He's going to hang out for just a second to kind of help us with this video. We're literally... You know what? Let's move away from that first, and then we'll talk about it. We're going to talk about the hero and sidekick stuff. So let's move over here to the other little spot away from this train. I'll be right back. All right, guys, so you can see Green Wave here is our buddy. This is a healer that we've been kind of help level up just a little bit. Good friend of ours. They are going to help us out. They're actually in Discord with me right now, but they don't want their voice on the video or anything like that, so we're going to let them do their thing. You can see up on the top up here, Green Wave, and they are part of our little super group, TBF Gaming Heroes Return. Just a random one we created just for a few of us. There's only like 2 or 3 of us in there. Oh, we got to get rid of the little icon, though. I don't like that icon. But yeah, so right now you can see that Green Wave is level 11. So level 11, and obviously I'm level 24, which it sounds like you guys couldn't play together, but City Heroes does a really good job of actually making it to where you can play with your friends regardless of what level you are. So they can either go up to your level or you can go down to their level, which is such a cool system. Usually they have things where you can bring lower level players, you know, up with you, but this game actually has a way for you to play down with them, and that's called their hero and sidekick, if I'm remembering it correctly. We're going to check it out right now, so you're going to see exactly what it is. So if he wants to join us, right, Green Wave's going to come on some missions with us. We go ahead and click on Green Wave, plus this shows you how to actually get them into your team and stuff like that. So you pretty much, you can either do it through tails and stuff like that, which we can do in another video if you guys want to see that. If not, you can just right-click on the person if they're here close to you, or if I go to my super group screen where they're in there, I can right-click there. Either way works the same. There's also a whole bunch of other ways to send different things through the different chat stuff, which we could definitely show you, but for right now, we'll just show it to you this way. All right, let's go like that. So if you go right-click, you can invite to team. All right, so invite to team, invite to super group if it was available. We're going to click that. Now, on his screen, he's going to get a little thing that says, would you like to accept the team request? So we'll wait for him to accept that. If you could accept it real quick. All right. There we go. So now what it does is on his screen, he's getting a little thing that says the level of your team has changed to 24, and you will fight at level 23. And if you do not want to accept this, so you have a chance to accept it or deny it. So if you want to accept it, he should hit the accept button, and once he does that, he's part of our team. In fact, I think he's part of our team right away, and then he gets the accept or deny, if I remember it correctly. So now you can see up here, he is now level 23, so that way he's fighting one level below whoever everyone is sidekicked to. Now, there used to be a limit on how many sidekicks you could have. I don't know if that's a thing or not. That was definitely something that was going on back in the day. But now basically 23. So some of his stats and his damage and his healing, all those kind of things, do scale a little bit to your level, which I think is really cool. So now that's that way. So all right, if you could go ahead and quit the team, Green Wave. All right, so we're gonna wait for the Green Wave to go ahead and quit the team. All right. So now you see once again they are back to level 11, so back to their normal level. And now we're going to go ahead and have them invite us to a team, and then we're going to see what that screen is like in reverse. So you can see up on the top, I'm level 24 right now. All right, can you go ahead and give me an invite real quick? All right, so wait for them to invite us. There we go. All right, so Green Wave has invited you to join a team. Do you accept? Yes, I do. All right. Now what happens here is the level of your team has changed to level 11. You will fight at level 11 if you do not want to accept or deny whatever. So it's going to say we're going to hit accept, obviously. Now we're fighting at the same level. So if you go down to somebody's level, then you actually end up the same level as them, which is really cool. And if they come up to you, they fight one level below you. But so that's kind of a way for you to be able to actually hero and sidekick with other people. It's a really, really good way to allow you to play with your friends no matter what level they are, which is really nice because then when you get a bunch of alts, which if you know anything about this game, it's all about creating as many alts as possible. Your super group, once you get a bunch of people that you play with regularly, or if you have a couple of friends you play with regularly, you can jump on with some of their higher level characters with one of your new guys and kind of get power leveled a little bit. And that's a big thing in the game. And power leveling, for those that don't know, if you played an MMO, you know, but a power leveling is just a way to quickly get through levels, which once you've taken a couple characters to level 50, you kind of want to power level some of your other characters. Although the journey to level 50 is a lot of fun, but it's always nice to be able to power level, at least through some of the harder levels later on. So there you go. That's kind of the hero sidekick. Let's get out of that one. All right, man. You're gonna go ahead and quit out? Okay, cool. All right, thank you for your help. I appreciate it. All right, so we're gonna let Green Wave log out, do their thing. Super, super helpful. Give me 1 second to X out of Discord, and then we're gonna jump into a couple missions today. All right, guys. I wanted to clear something up real quick because we did when we went through this originally. I kind of fumbled through the words. I couldn't remember what it exactly was called. Now, it is called sidekick when you get sidekicked up to somebody, or lackey if you're on the villain side. But if you read through here, you can actually see that when you go the other direction, it's actually called right here. A character can exemplar or malefactor, and that's where you go down to someone that's at least 3 levels below you. So that's the biggest thing too, is something I kind of forgot to mention, that you have to be at least 3 levels lower. And then the lower level character is known as the aspirant for heroes or the minion for villains. So that kind of tells you what's going on there. I just want to make sure that we talked about that, just so that way you can actually see it. There are changes also in the influence and stuff like that. I won't go through that much, but what I will do is I'll make sure in the first comment in the description or down in the info box, one of the two, I'll go ahead and put the link to this page here. This is where I get most of the information for this game. I go here a lot. Obviously, I go to the Discord for City Heroes a lot and kind of read through stuff like this, but I probably should have had this up on the side and read through it just a little bit better as I was explaining it, but just so you guys understand that it is sidekick and lackey for the going up to someone, and then and there is a certain, usually like a leash involved, so that way you still got to be somewhat close to them. So you can't sidekick to someone and then run around the entire zone wiping the map while you're sidekicked. Also, you have to remember that when you're sidekicked, it does change the way that you're not going to get XP if you're still killing level 10 characters if you're sidekicked to a level 25. Most people get that, but just so you understand, this is a really good page, kind of runs it down, kind of talks about the whole thing, and gives you an idea of how the enhancements and stuff like that work, and how stuff like PvP works, which is really cool. It also does allow you to do specific task forces with people, but you're going to get actually sidekicked or exemplared to that level that the task force need you to be at, so that way you'll be stuck in there. So there you go. Common terms: sidekick, lackey, a mentor, boss, exemplar, malefactor, aspirant. Mentor is obviously the one that you sidekick up to a mentor. So just kind of give you an idea. Just that way I'm at least giving you the full information. So I'm going to put that right after my quick description there. Like I said, not a pro at the game. I'm just trying to give everybody a little bit of information because there are a lot of people that haven't played the game, and I'm so excited for them to jump into City of Heroes. So here you go. Quick rundown of the sidekicking system in City Heroes, which is phenomenal. Okay, so let's jump back into a little bit of our playthrough. We're going to go ahead and see if we can get into a couple things today. I did want to show you around this zone just a little bit. I think it's an awesome zone. Also, you'll see that there's a bunch of these bosses around here, so you can get a little bit of nice leveling. We got a lot of tips in the last couple videos, so we're going to start using a couple of our powers more that we don't typically use. Let's get all of our passive stuff going. There we go. There we go. So we're told that Rain of Fire is a really big one. We're going to take this guy out pretty quick because he's only level 23, but we're going to go aim. We're going to go build up. We're going to hit with that. And then we're going to hit the Rain of Fire. Alright, so we're going to get better about using Rain of Fire. There we go. Nice. Oh man, we're gonna die. There we go. Man, I honestly thought we'd be able to stomp them just a little bit easier. It was a little bit harder than I realized. There we go. There we go. So I still need to get better about using Rain of Fire, Ring of Fire, these different powers that we kind of forget about sometimes because there's so many powers. Now we did add another power. We added, was it Tactics? Tactics helps because it gives you a little bit of plus in 2-hit, and you also resist Confuse and Fear just a little bit, and it also ups your perception. That's important later on when you're playing different foes that have like hidden characters. In fact, I think some of these guys out in this zone will. But yeah, here's a good look at this zone. Like I said, big island zone. It's got a little bit of city in the middle, and then it's got a nice surrounding area. It's also got the entrance to Dark Astoria, which I will probably check out in the next episode, depending on what level that's at. It's been so long since I've been to Dark Astoria, I don't remember 100% what the levels on that were. But there you go. Yeah, it's a really cool zone. There's a couple things over here on the side. You got the little water areas in the middle. There's not a lot of bad guys in this area compared to some of the other zones because of how spread out the zone is, but you can definitely go around here and level up for a really long time. You got the warriors. Warriors are just like a little, I don't know if we've even showed them in the past. They've been around forever. This was like one of the first guys I remember taking on once we got to this zone. They're the little street gang here that kind of hangs out here. I believe we also have the first one that we just fought a second ago was the Freak Show, right? I think that's what they were called. Man, it's been, gotta remember all this stuff. So this game, I forget how deep and how much it goes into this game and just how much we don't know about this game. But we're going to go through a couple missions real quick. I think I want to show you, though, way up north, the islands up here, just to kind of show you the creatures up here. They're fairly difficult, so let me show you that. I'm going to fly up there. I'll be right back. All right, we're almost to the little island, but I did want to show you something. It's kind of funny. Even in a game this old, they at least knew how to do a little bit of water effects. At least better than some games I've seen the last couple of years, which I think is pretty funny. All right, let's get up here. So here we go. We've got the Circle of Thorns is one of the groups out here. I thought there was one other group. Let's go around the corner a little bit. They are a little bit rough because they do have some magicians that do some really good attacks that make you dizzy and you can't attack back or anything like that. But there should be one other group type out here. Circle of Thorns. There they are. The Devouring Earth. And I don't remember if we've showed you these guys yet before, but they're basically a bunch of plants. These guys are the worst right here. The Fungoid. They are an absolute pain. Let's see if we... Oh, wow, there's a boss. Level 27. No, that's not happening. We're not quite level 27 ready. We might be able to take out one Fungoid, but the problem is these guys put you to sleep, like, right away. Let's see if we can get lucky here. We'll take on one, and then I guess we'll use the Hey I Died teleport system back to a hospital. All right, so we're going to use a damage. Use that. There we go. Now, let's see how much... There we go. All right. Now, he spawns in a little pet. This guy, I don't know if we can look at the info on it. All right. It basically strengthen the immunity of the Devouring Earth creature. So as long as that's going, usually the creature can withstand a little bit more of your attacks, which is obviously bad. There we go. But you can take that out just like any other regular creature. But there you go. That's the kind of the cool creatures up here in this area. It is definitely a dangerous area, and you're looking at level 26, 27, and a lot of high level ones, bosses, lieutenants, all that kind of stuff. Let's see. Is this are we in the red zone? Yeah, we are. This is definitely the dangerous red zone here. Look at that. Level 27 or 24, 25 boss. So definitely way higher than we're actually ready for, but pretty cool. I just think it's a really cool zone. Kind of wanted to show you that. Let me get over here and actually start up a couple missions. We will play just a little bit today and kind of get through another level. I want to at least hit level 25 in this episode real quick. That was we continue our playthrough to level 50 to see if we can get there together. This is going to be the video for, I believe, Tuesday, and then I'm going to record another video for Thursday, and then that will be it for the week. Unfortunately, we start our traveling this next week, so I'll be about a week without a computer, but I'll try to record a couple episodes to cover that time in between. I know a lot of you come here for the City Hero stuff, which I seriously appreciate, like I said at the beginning of the video. All right, let me go get into a couple missions. I'll see you guys in just a minute. All right, guys, we're going to try to get through this mission. I did go back and kind of re-record some of the stuff for the Sidekick Lackey stuff. Hopefully it makes a little bit more sense, because I realized when I was talking about it for a little while, we didn't explain the terms correctly, but hopefully we got it all cleared up. So we're on a quick mission we're going to do against the family. The family's really cool. I think I've showed you them before. They're like an old mafia-style mafioso family. It's kind of cool. They've got some really, really cool like high-level enemies and stuff like that. Also, I've got a video planned to kind of show you all the different factions within the game, which there's so many it's going to take a minute. So it's going to take me a while to record that, but we're definitely jumping into it. All right, man, let's get into this. So 25, we're 24. I'm hoping to get ourselves leveled up within the next mission or so. We are at 54,000 out of 69,000 experience, and we're actually with 0 debt, which is rare because usually I have debt because we die. A good chance we're gonna die here in just a second. But let's go ahead and go. Let's go. There we go. Gonna tear through these guys as quick as possible. There we go. All right, come on. And I know we just talked about trying to get better with using the Rain of Fire, excuse me. The Rain of Fire I'm not 100% sure with, because I know that it does make it to where they can't hit you as much. It does a little bit of damage, it slows them down, and it makes them scatter a little bit. So while they're running, it's like a damage mitigation one, which is helps out a lot. All right, let's go and do that. I'm going to go ahead and hit him with that one. Now I'm wondering if with the Ring of Fire, does the Rain of Fire still have any effect? I'm not really sure. I mean, well, we don't get to know there. He died too quick on us. And you see our damage output is getting really good. Now our enhancements are sucking right now. We're not doing real well enhancement wise. I'm gonna wait. I was waiting until like level 23 to do it, and I just haven't had a chance because we were in the first ward for so long. So we need to start getting these all outfitted with better enhancements, because right now we're not getting any bonuses with the enhancements we have there. They're all too low. All right. No lieutenants. Man, this isn't even a thing. Let's go. You know, I never use combustion. Let's try that. There we go. There we go. That's not really a blaster technique. Not the best idea. There we go. All right, so as we're kind of cruising through here, we did want to talk too about, we've had a few questions now about which power type is the best, or I've had a couple people message me through Discord asking me what kind of blaster to create. Here's the honest answer. It doesn't really matter. All of them are amazing as long as you kind of figure out which powers will work. Get in the Discord and kind of ask questions, and there's so many people with so much knowledge in this game, they can definitely help you outfit a character that's going to be pretty amazing. All right. So we're not even having to use anything right now because these groups are pretty small. I can usually rifle through these when it's just the one of us. Usually when we get a little bit of team environment, then I got to play a little bit smarter. But the life of a blaster is pretty much run in, shoot, I hope you don't die. Oh, speaking of which, there we go. Awesome. There we go, finish this guy up super fast. We're not even using the our main powers, which our main powers, from what people are telling me, we use this one a lot. We're going to use Fireball a lot. We're going to use Blaze a lot. And I think that's the main ones that we're going to use a lot. I think Fire Blast you use quite a bit, but later on you don't use it as much. Fire Breath might be something that we take ourselves out of. I love the fact that it's a cone attack and does really good damage. Oh, nope. Wasn't paying attention. But it also means that you have to get kind of close for it. It's one of the closest powers that we have. And like I said, I like it. Look at this thing. It's got great damage. Let's go ahead and hit them with all the things real quick. There you go. Rain of fire. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed the attack, but I think we're going to have to spec out of it just because, I don't know, it doesn't feel like it makes a lot of sense. Now, in the next video, I'm hoping to talk about two things. I want to talk about something called radio missions, which a lot of you guys know quite a bit about it already, but for some of those that don't, we want to do a quick video on that. We also want to do, let's use a little bit of damage for this guy. We also want to actually be in the zone when we get a chance to take on one of the giant monsters. People seem to really like that last video with the giant monster in the first ward, which that's the first time I've ever seen it. I was pretty excited about seeing it, but we want to actually be able to take one on. So we're going to try and actually do that one, or there's one called Luska, or Luska. I'm not sure how you say it, but it's a giant tentacled underwater monster, the Leviathan, something like that. I think it's really cool looking, so we'll definitely try to go do that. And I think, if I remember correctly, that's in independent support. I'll have to look that up to make sure. But we'll go over there and see if we can get involved in one of those. And it's one of those ones that's like a server-wide, or at least a zone-wide thing, where usually they put out the call and everyone can go over there and take it on. So it's really cool. Alright, and then we still got to look into getting into some task forces. I know most of this playthrough has been single player. I am playing with a couple other characters when I'm playing multiplayer, but for this one, we're pretty much just hanging out single player with you guys, playing through, seeing how quick we can get to it. And then as soon as I get stateside here in a few days, we are going to also start doing a little bit of live streams over on Twitch, so we can actually go through this together a little bit too. Because this is a game that you end up doing a lot of grinding. It's a little bit hard to make small episodes, but it's really easy to do long streams. You can sit there and stream this, interact with the community a bunch, and that's probably the best way to do it anyway. All right. Go like that, and there's a few people that I've been following on both Twitch and YouTube that I love watching. Alright, there we go. We got a few more guys. We're looking for Louis Dogger. Now we're going to keep clearing this out. I know we should probably just cruise to the end and finish this off, but we just want to do this one mission with you guys, and then we're hoping that we're going to be close enough to the next level. We're not too far off. Oh, okay. She's using the right attack. Okay, we need that one. Now what I really want to do is I do want to sit down and actually test how much damage we're doing with each one of these once we get all enhanced out and kind of figure out how we're doing and how we're going to actually build out these enhancements. Like I said, when people ask what the most powerful one is, it really just matters how you build your stuff out. Which you can see, none of my stuff is up to date right now. We're going to start going to buy a bunch of enhancements and get into that here really soon. I can't wait for it. All right, let's do this. All right, let's hit him with that. Hit him with the rain of fire, and then we'll do fire breath. I might take out at least one of them. There we go. Yep. I'm telling you, if nothing else, man, we're getting powerful. We're getting to where we can put out some really good damage. There we go. Nice. Yeah, usually with these little small groups, we're good. The first ward was hard. Okay, here we go. Louis Dogger. Also, we need to change our level. I'm going to show you guys in the next video how to do that as well. Alright, well, I guess we're just going for it. Let's do it. So how many of our good powers do we have? Oh, we gotta go down. Let's do that. There we go. Oh yeah, this is an easy takeout. With him only being a lieutenant, it's not too bad. Oh, okay, this is one of the ones where we don't actually finish him off. Let's see what he's got to say here. Look, just stop, alright. I ain't cut out for this sort of rough acting. I'll tell you everything you want to know. I'm sorry, I should be reading this with like the mafioso style, but I just mess it up. All right, let's see. You can see the fear in Louis' eyes. All right, where's the Metaport technology that you stole? All right, I'll make sure you're safe, but only to receive due justice. Okay. You can. Wow. So you can either take him out or you can put him under arrest. Oh, protect Louis. Uh-oh. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of rain fire, so if they come in here, they're gonna get hit. There we go. It's just the one group? Awesome. We can handle one group. There we go. No, it's not the one group. We got more. Okay. If we get a higher guy, we'll bust the aim and the build up out. So right now I think we're good. There we go. Take this guy out. Don't miss. Don't miss. There we go. Another one coming. Man, still not much. I think stamina's a big problem right now. There we go. These groups aren't too bad. We gotta get like some, I'm sure we're gonna get some kind of boss or lieutenant. Uh oh, hold on. We're talking all that trash, we're about to die. There we go. Nope, that was it. Okay, so no like bad guys. How'd that do for us XP wise? So now we're sitting at 59,000, basically 10,000 away. So we'll probably have to run a couple more missions to do that. So I think what we're going to do, because we went a little bit long explaining the hero and sidekick stuff, is I'm going to go ahead and end it here. So not a huge episode in terms of the things that we got done in this one. But, oh, you know what? There's one other thing we do have to show you in zone. It is this zone, right? It just showed that little cut screen of it right there. I don't remember for sure. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to go ahead and run a couple missions on my own, get myself to level 25. And then in the next episode, we got a couple cool things that we're going to show. And maybe we'll head over to Independence Port. I don't know if we'll see the monster in that one, but I'm hoping in the next couple episodes we'll get to show you the actual fighting of a giant monster. And then maybe we'll join some task forces. I want to do most of this single player, just kind of show you how to, not how, but show you getting through the levels. Because most of you guys are telling me better ways to get through it, and I appreciate it. So seriously, thank you for all the support. I definitely appreciate it. I'll see you guys in a couple days with another City Heroes episode. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, I'll see you in the next episode. And let me know what you think of the other costume. Let me know what other kind of costume I should make. I kind of want to continue to build out his different costumes and see what else we can get into. And then hopefully in the next week or so we'll hit level 30 and we'll continue the grind to 50. Now there are ways to get to level 50 within a week or two, but we're kind of playing this casually to kind of show you what more of a casual player looks like in terms of getting through the levels. So, all right, guys, I'll see you in the next episode. We've done enough babbling. Thank you so much for joining me.